Some exciting news in the battle against the nation's #1 killer.
There's a genetic mutation that seems to protect against heart attacks. CBS 2's Dr. Max Gomez here now to show us how it works and what it means for millions of Americans struggling with heart disease. Doc?
That's right, Maurice and Christine. Most people think of genetic mutations as bad things, but not always. In this case, a group of people was found to have a defective gene that makes triglycerides. That's a type of fat found in the blood. Turns out that protected them from heart attack and stroke. Marcelino Guerrero is a young father who looks and feels healthy, which he is, except for just one problem with his blood test.
Triglycerides have always been slightly elevated. It's a family passed on from my family.
Triglycerides are a type of fat that's found in the blood that, along with cholesterol, have been linked to heart disease when they're too high. But whether triglycerides played a direct role in heart disease was debatable until now. 2 studies in this week's New England Journal of Medicine have found strong evidence for a cause and effect between triglycerides and heart disease.
These studies are showing that the independent factor of triglycerides being too high can be a causative factor for stroke and heart attack.
The studies found that people with a genetic mutation called ApoC3 can't make excessive levels of triglycerides. The Boston study found that those mutation carriers had 40% lower levels of triglycerides and had a 40% lower risk for heart disease. The second study out of Denmark found the mutation led to a reduction of 44% in triglycerides and a 36% reduction in heart disease. While this is a dramatic finding, experts caution that it is not a cure for heart disease, but it does point the way towards much more effective prevention.
By developing medications that target this gene and help turn it off, much the same way it has in several populations of people where their gene for making triglycerides is turned off.
But until those medications are developed, you need to still keep your triglycerides under control with diet and exercise, and if those don't work, medication.